Morning. We'll see if the battery withstands an overnight sitting down without being recharged. One video, no charge, and running again the next day. That's the test for this camera today. Hey YouTubers, this is KawboyCAFE. I was reviewing Techmoan's video review of the 808 camera number 3, which is what I believe this is. Anyway, he said he gets about 40 minutes of battery life out of it. So we're gonna see if that holds true and if there's any discharge between the two, the sessions. And so that's why the 808 camera number 11 is looking so good. It can withstand it being charged while running, which would be really cool. I would just run a USB cable into my jacket, up into the helmet, and we'd be golden. Up to the post office, drop off a letter, and then to work. Sounds good. So I noticed yesterday my mirrors have to be adjusted just that much more precisely with this camera. I mentioned I had a small blind spot, but it is the blinds as I look sideways. But where it really hinders the vision between me and the car in my rear left side, as they come alongside, I need to depend much more on the mirrors than normal. So we're going to do that. Thank you for being that car was really nice. Wait until I pull down. Open helmet at 35 miles an hour. And this is with the helmet closed at 40 miles an hour. Choke off. Brights on. And we're off to another safe ride. So I'm trying to get out of the mental block of talking to the camera or talking to a microphone, but anyway, riding conditions. This is a response to that. I'll put the name of the individual, the vlogger who posted it. I thought it was very interesting, very enlightening, and I'll add just one more ingredient in my opinion, but that affects me. It may not affect everybody. And that's mental attitude. What's on your mind really? If you're running an errand, are you worried about that? Or you're going to work, you're worried about something you forgot? Or you're just apprehensive about a project you're working on you haven't solved in your mind, so you're like distracted, if you will. That, I think, is a big ingredient as to how your writing should be. You should, you know, balance that out, or counteract it, or, you know, take steps knowing, okay, I'm in this kind of driving mode today, drive this way physically so that you know, stay safe as well. Like today, I'm having to make sure I'm checking my mirrors, just because, you know, my mind's going, get to work, get to work, get to work, and it's like a tunnel, and you get tunnel vision, and I need to be looking for all kinds of, you know, cars and vehicles and where I am and where they are, that we don't meet in space somewhere. And here we are at the post office. You know, that's one trick I haven't learned yet, how to get this bike in neutral while it's coasting. I always can find it right away when I'm stopped, but when I'm coasting, I never seem to be able to find that neutral. It seems to go right into the next gear right away. I don't even know if you can't do that, but I haven't been able to do it. So, probably my bad. Oh, the bike is feeling so much more broken in. I just rev it and it doesn't hesitate at all. Of course, since it's still in the official braking period, I roll the throttle slowly, so, but you can tell that I can roll it a little quicker and not get any, you know, kind of a hesitation out of it. Probably clearing out the spark plugs, all kinds of reasons why that's happening, but it's nice, it's good. Yeah, one of the things I guess holds me back from chatting into this camera on a day like this, say, is the fact that, well, I downloaded the video, I left it charging all day long, I only taped like 20 minutes worth of ride, but so I don't know if overnight it discharged and I'm talking into a dead camera or not. So you kind of don't want to waste your time, and not so much that, but then talk about something that you think, oh, okay, I've talked about it, I don't have to say it again. And then you get home, you're like, oh my gosh, what did I talk about that I need to go do again, and make it interesting still, even though in my mind I know, oh, I've talked about this before. And anyway, that's what editing is for, right? Get rid of the boring stuff. And we have a green. And 55. Woohoo! Yeah, I noticed on some of the videos that, you know, I take just as a black box in my black box mode that I say that it's really nice to have at least some kind of chatter going, so you can realize the sound level difference between the wind and the engine and the voice. You can kind of tell if everything working as expected or not. And so that's why I'm, if you will, a little bit more chatty this morning, because I can always edit out the talking, put some music over it. So you have KawboyCAFE in the chat mode. Woo! Oh, the other thing I was doing last night, reading the vlogs, listening to the, to the all the people I subscribe to, is the famous helmet cam thing. I mean, I love this camera to death, but it sure would be nice to have a GoPro or a Contour HD or that new Drift 170 Stealth, because you don't worry about battery life, you don't worry about the focus and the angle, because you can check it all. This camera is more a multi-purpose in that it can do anything you want it to do, but in order, you can't verify that it's doing that at the time. That would be my summary. There's no record light, so is it on or is it dead? Big difference, and yet you can't tell unless you stop, turn it off, turn it back on. Battery life, well, 40 minutes is nice, but if you're riding around, or and you have to charge it every night, okay. And then the angle, the 170, the GoPro HD Contour, 170 degrees in various modes, but 170 degrees. This thing is very much less than that, so you miss a lot of the action. Anyway, we have monster truck coming alongside, speeding. I'm doing about 51, 52, and there he goes. Woohoo! What's sad is on this road there's a lot of co-workers, and you can tell kind of how their work is by how they drive a little bit. You have an insight, we'll put it politely, we have an insight into their into what they're doing. Squirrel, skunk. Sorry, Mr. Skunk, must be mating season, they're all out. And another little traffic tidbit. We have this major intersection here. It's 65 miles an hour in front of us. We're going to be crossing with a light. We're on a 50 mile an hour. We're crossing a 65, and right as we get past it, there's an island and some double yellow lines that says "Don't make a left-hand turn." And there you go, a car making a left-hand turn. Do they not realize that you can get rear-ended, or the car behind them will get rear-ended if the cars behind them don't realize they're coming off a 50 mile an hour and they make a turn, and it's not a left-hand turn, it's a U-turn. So, they have to slow way down. Police have been notified, but oh, we can't do it, we didn't see it. So it's really tough, and the Dell people, oh, it's not on our property, but it's a Dell employee that's doing it, I guess I have to wait for karma to kick in. So anyway, that's my little traffic rant for today. Oh, we have a bright yellow motorcycle up ahead. I wonder what that is. Oh, yesterday I said 1200 Kawasaki. No, it was a Beamer. A Beamer 1200 RGS. And this is I forget what this is. It's a Triumph. Yes. This is a mean looking bike. That's right up there with a Ducati. I'd say it even sounds tougher than the Ducati, but yeah, it's a beautiful bike. Look at that. Speed triple. I mean, that's some serious bike. Look at those front brakes. Look at the chain. Oh my God. Twice what mine is. Anyway, Fritz Coker signing off. A Harley, a Triumph, a Kawasaki, and a Yamaha. Diversity. And we're going to turn it off using the, I'm not going to look, but hope it turns off mode, and we'll check it after we take the helmet off.